Alright, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Y'all already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. This one, I want to do from behind the scenes. Other videos, I'll do sitting in front of the camera. Okay, so, it bugs me, and it really bugs me how people of a certain persuasion, let me try to be very correct, or should I say black folks, are getting on board with this whole Russia has its own laws and you must understand that other countries run their business differently and you must abide by the laws wherever you go. I'm not sorry for Brittney. Let her stay there and do her time. Y'all really sat there and watched a sister get 9.5 years for 2 vape cartridges. Okay. And it's okay with you. None of you are saying, damn, that is excessive. That is crazy. I guess I see the point where they're going to give her excessive time so they can then use it as leverage in their bargaining deal, use her as a political pawn to further their own agenda, as in getting their own people out of confinement in the United States when they go to the bargaining table and start bargaining with the US. Nobody is seeing that. Black folks, you know, they always said if you want a security guard, top flight, Craig, give that job to a black folk. If you want somebody to be the police off the police's super cop, give that job to a black folk. Nobody follows the laws like us, and we will sink our own in a heartbeat. The funny thing is, others, they will bend backwards to make sure that theirs is well taken care of. But that's our biggest downfall. Anyways, I came across this. Everybody is talking about the law in Russia, and the law is the law. But literally, in 2019, Audrey Lorber was arrested for the same exact freaking thing in Russia. And she had 19 grams. 19 grams of the same shit that Brittney had on her. Guess what her sentence was? She got about a month or 2 in confinement, and she was fined about $235, and then she was let go. Listen, this isn't even funny. A 2019 incident in which an American white woman was caught with 19 grams of marijuana in Russia has resurfaced following the Brittney Griner sentencing. Shout out to Revolt for this. 19 grams, and she was white. When I said this before, that this has everything to do with color, the perfect victim, someone they do not care about. There were black folks jumping in my comment section saying, I don't agree with you on this one. Usually I would agree with you, but I don't agree with you on this one. I don't think it's about color. I think it's about upholding the law. Yeah, right. Yeah, friggin' right. They would have chose some other way to go about doing their business had it been a blonde-haired, blue-eyed basketball player, because they would see similarities with her in their own family members. It's the same reason, I keep telling you, it's a psychological thing. It's the same reason why when a white police officer pulls you over and you're black and you're unarmed and you end up shot. But when a black police officer have y'all ever heard of any black police officer pulling over white people and them ending up being shot, unarmed, or even black folks, black on black, black police officer, black victims? No. Because when a black cop pulls you over, he sees you first as, man, he's just like me. You know, he probably looks like my Uncle Ray Ray, or he looks like my cousin Devon, or he looks like my son Dante, or she looks like my sister, or she looks like my brother, or he looks like my brother, etc. When others pull you over, you don't even resemble them. And all their fears and insecurities and all the stuff they were taught, the stereotypes growing up, it comes flashing back to their mind. It's human psychology. A 2019 incident. This just happened. It was 2019 when it happened. A white American woman was caught with 19 grams of marijuana in Russia. Her name was Audrey Lorber, Lorber. Go look her up. At the time when Audrey did this, She served roughly 2 months in a Russian prison after she was found guilty of smuggling 19 grams of THC while on a family vacation. 2 months. She was also fined 15,000 rubles, which is an equivalent to about 375 American dollars. Brittney Griner got 9.5 years, and she was fined thousands and thousands of rubles, which equal thousands and thousands of US dollars. I don't remember the exact amount. For 2 cartridges, 2 vape cartridges. You know the little vape pens that people vape from? 2 little cartridges. She got 9.5 years for. I don't know if some people understand what the hell she got caught with. Here is a perfect story of a white woman with 19 grams of THC, not 2 little vape cartridges, and everybody is silent. And the same black folk won't even go and pull that up and say, nah, that's not fair. Because look, here is Audrey Lorber. So why is Brittney being charged like this? The same black folk will turn their head. I'll tell you what, among black folks, I think you're your worst enemies. And I say this as a part of this community because you never stand up for your own. The New York Post confirmed that Lorber was found guilty for attempting to import or smuggle in marijuana that was purchased in the U.S. into Russia. Everybody's talking about the law in Russia. Brittney should abide by the law. I don't feel sorry for her. She guilty. They can keep her. Let her do her time. Yeah, it's always like that. It's just like when we have these mass shootings and they go about, oh, he was raised in an abusive home and he had psychological issues because his dad used to shout at him a lot. And, you know, they find every reason in the book why something must have been wrong with him mentally that caused him to go shoot up that church or shoot up that school and kill people that were worshiping or kill little children that were in school doing their work. But if it's a black shooter, he was born a savage. Yep, he was born a savage. That's what they do. Their neighborhoods are ridden with crime and violence, and they're just prone to be like that. They're super predators, prone and set just like that. Not naturally, it's in their DNA, and we buy all that, and we allow them to use that to crucify us. As previously reported by Revolt, shout out to Revolt again, Griner was sentenced to 9 years in prison by a Russian judge. On Thursday, August 4th, the WNBA superstar was also ordered to pay a fine of 1 million rubles, which equals 16,400 US dollars. Now, must I remind you, the white woman, Audrey Lorber, she was ordered to pay 15,000 rubles, which equals to 375 US dollars. 375 US dollars. Yet Brittney was ordered to pay 1 million rubles, which equals 16,400 US dollars. Mind you again, the white woman was caught with 19 grams of marijuana, which she purchased in the US and tried to smuggle into Russia. Brittney Griner had 2 little vape pens with some THC oil in them. You know the vape pen, you vape, you see people vaping all the time. It's become a fashion thing. Some people do it for medical purposes, as was Brittney Griner's case. However, an attorney representing Griner has confirmed that her legal team is prepared to appeal this sentence. I don't know how good that appeal is going to go in Russia, because Russia is not about appealing this case. This case, they want this case because they know that Brittney means a lot to the U.S. Forget those U.S. people that don't support her. There are a lot of people here that do support her and wishes for her freedom. She is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and I believe a 8-time All-Star or 13-time All-Star, something like that. She is highly decorated. An attorney says they're ready to appeal. Nah. Listen, what's going on right now? The update for as far as Brittney's case goes, Russia wants to negotiate, and Russia just said that now that she has been sentenced, now they can start to negotiate her release. But the U.S. must be careful to not make the negotiation a media spectacle. It should only be done. Listen, Russia is in charge of this, and this is what they wanted. And if the U.S. does not play game, they will not be releasing Brittney, and they will not be releasing others that they're like wheeling, that they're trying to get released. So Russia said, take this offline. The public does not need to know about this. There is a direct line that was established between the U.S. president and the Kremlin, and we need to go through that line, secured line, and have that conversation there. Anything goes out into the public, and you make a public spectacle of it and have your media houses running all over it, printing it in all your papers, speaking bad about us, making it seem as if, they call it U.S. propaganda, then the deal is off the table. But they are now ready to talk about getting her released and what they want in return. I just think it's important that y'all know that. And I'll remind you again, Brittney Griner got 9.5 years for 2 small vape cartridges that had some THC oil in it. 9.5 years, and got fined 1 million rubles, which equals to $16,400 US. A white woman just 2 years ago got caught in Russia doing the same thing. She got 2 months in jail, and she got sent home. She got fined 15,000 rubles, which equals $375 US. Y'all do the math and then tell me. I'll talk to you in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bring Brittney home. That's what I'm saying. I'm out. Peace.